Hi, everyone. I'm Simone Simpson from Wondering Yoga Cafe Entertainment. I am here to tell you all about the Dr. Joe Marco Island Retreat. Today was the last day, and it has been life-changing. I am forever changed, forever grateful, and so excited to talk to you today about this. So thank you so much for watching, and let's get right into it. So I want to tell you about today's schedule because it's something that's really unique with Dr. Joe's retreats. We don't know ahead of time. He'll tell us at night what time he wants us there the morning of, and he's like, 5 o'clock means the doors close at 5. So today let us sleep in. So today started at 5, which was really nice. And it ended at 7 p.m. So today's the final day. So it started late and ended early. And that's a short day for us, which would be 14 hours. That's a short day. And so I just wanted to share with you just generally what we did today, things that are translatable. A lot I can't share, a lot I just won't. It wouldn't make sense. Even to people who are meditators, this is a very different type of meditation. A lot of people are curious about it, so I do want to share what we've done, but the specifics of what we do there, we keep that in the groups, kind of like Vegas. You know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and I am from Vegas, so I'm good at that one. But so let's get right into it. One of the exciting things is, so our theme is time travel. So what we were doing was work specific to time traveling, which I really like. So it's more than just an actual theme. That's the work we're doing. And we have research scientists, so 7 research scientists who are studying us. And they're actually collaborating. They have their data and they are publishing this. So they've asked that we not share what they are working on. They're like, they want to publish this when it's the right time in the right way. So they don't want us like posting things in here or there. They want to be able to publish it. And so I do want to recognize and honor that. I'm glad that they did share with us what they're doing. And it's fascinating in relation to them studying us and the effects of COVID to us. And so it just absolutely fascinating and something that I already felt, but to see the science behind it, to see the research, the studies that they've done. And they just said it's just unprecedented to have a group like this where it's a controlled environment. They're like, we have participants, you're in a controlled environment, you get up at the same time, you go to bed at the same time, you're eating the same foods. They said that it takes, most random studies take about 5 years when you have around 30 participants. You've got to get the participants, and then some will come in and do this, start the study the beginning, some will start at the end. And they said there's no way, there's so many different factors that happen over a 5-year period, and they're living in different places, eating different foods. And so they just said, they said what would take them 5 years, and these are research scientists, they didn't just start doing the research, they're from, some of them are from the UC schools in California, but they said they get it done in 5 days, what would take them 5 years because of the conditions here. And even they said getting the blood samples from drawing them to separating what they need and freezing them, they said they can get that done in 30 minutes. Whereas when they're in their labs, that can take several hours because it has to be transported to one place, transported back, and then frozen. And they said a lot deteriorates during that time. So you're losing a lot of your sample. So they just said our environment, because we provide all of that here on site for our scientists. So it's really exciting to be a part of this, a part of what's happening, and to see the science behind what I already felt was happening. I could tell. So it's nice to see the science behind it. I also wanted to talk to you about just how I'm feeling. I'm feeling really good. I feel as if it's been a couple of weeks. It stretches time. We spent a lot of time in theta. And so what that does is it stretches out time. Now I understand it. I have a lot of adult friends, and anytime they do something that they love, they're always saying, oh, it feels like time flew by. And I never have that experience. I just watch them while they say that. because I started deliberately slowing time down years ago because I was like, wow, well, when I was a child and I had Christmas break or summer break, at the end, I never said it went by fast, you know? And then I thought as an adult, I'm kind of feeling that. And I was like, what's the difference? And, or I guess I wasn't even an adult yet. I was just like probably in high school. Notice, yeah, I was in I was in high school because I know the book I was reading, Stephen King. I don't do that anymore. Can't handle it, but that's what I was reading. And I had the idea of slowing down time, and Stephen King mentioned it in one of his books. And so I started focusing on that. I'm like, I want to slow down time. And so I did. And so now it's really interesting. Dr. Joe's explaining actually what you're doing. You're spending time in theta, and theta stretches time. And so you can get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time. He's just explaining. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm doing. That's why I was telling someone the other day how, you know, about one of the retreats, and she's like, oh, it was a 14-hour day, but it flew by, right? And I'm like, no, it was, you know, I was there, I was present every moment. Like, in fact, it seems longer, but it's not longer like painful longer. It's longer like I'm on the edge of my seat, excited and engaged. Lighting issues because it's getting dark out here. I wanted to show you the beauty of what's here and everything that I didn't get to do. See this beautiful pool? I didn't get to do that. Our days are long. Like today's an early day. And I do actually, a friend of mine wanted to go out for drinks tonight. So I might do that. But I just ordered dinner. It came in, I ordered room service. And I was like, oh, it'd be nice to watch a movie. I haven't watched a movie in so long. I don't watch TV. I'm always working on me. So I thought, oh, that'd be a nice treat. But there's a beautiful pool. I didn't get to do that. There is a water slide in the pool. Didn't get to do that. See that ocean? Didn't get to do that. I did actually, last night, we did a walking meditation out there. And at the end, everyone was getting in the pool. It was like a movie, just the energy, how calm people were and quiet as they took their clothes off and got in the water. Not naked, it's not that kind of retreat. I know what you're thinking, but they were silent. I've never seen that. Like when people are getting in the ocean, they're running, these people were just, and the energy, as soon as I finished meditating, I looked up and I was just like, I couldn't move. I had to stay there. And I just sat there and watched and soaked in the energy. And some people were sitting on the beach looking in, others were in the water. And it was a magical moment to be a part of. So that was last night. And I like the fact that Dr. Joe talks about drinking wine. I'm a part of an organization, and you know, drinking is not something that's looked pleasantly upon. And so it's really nice. Now, we're not allowed to drink at our events. Look at that, this lighting. It's like it's almost dark. We're not allowed to drink at our events. Like if you're caught under the influence of anything, you are removed politely from the event and not invited back. It is a no-no. But afterwards, I mean, it's over right now. He's like, go and have a glass of wine or a glass of something distilled or a glass of triple filtered water, whatever it is you drink. And so I thought that was funny. He kind of makes fun of people who go to extremes with things, and nothing wrong. He eats really well and he says that, but some people just kind of do it like they're really, really staunch about it and angry about it. So he's kind of making fun with that. That was interesting as well. I was out here getting ready to shoot the video, and I had a thought, let me go in because room service is coming. And I literally went in, I'm on the balcony now, as you can see, and he was in my room. I'm like, oh, I was actually glad he did because I don't know, I thought maybe he'd leave it outside. But yeah, it was a little odd. He was in my room watching TV. No, he wasn't watching TV. He was dancing to music. No, he wasn't doing that either. So they're studying, the studies are taking our blood, they're doing random event generators they're looking at HR, they're just doing a lot with this. And the findings are, trying to find a label. it's just the cut. It's human evolution is what's happening, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to really say anymore, but yeah. So I had the thought the other day. I was like, I'm going to master this. Like, I am going to master these practices, what it is we're doing. Look at this lighting. Like, I got to hurry up this video because it's dark out right now. So the lighting is funny. But this is something that I'm going to master. I remember someone chatting about Abraham Hicks, and she just said that when she got into it, she's like, she was going to master it. And I thought, wow, that's really great. And I thought, oh, I should do that. But it wasn't something I wanted to master. It just wasn't my thing. And that's a problem. A lot of people look at someone else's thing and they see someone else loving something and they try to do it. And when I thought of it, it wasn't my thing. And so I didn't work on mastering that. And I didn't even know what there was to master for me. So that's why you don't jump on other people's bandwagons. And so, but I liked what she said, that she was going to master this. And she sounded so sure and confident. And then I put that thought out of my head. And then yesterday, I actually said that to myself. And as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember when someone said that about Abraham Hicks, which is law of attraction. And that's a component of everything. But what we're doing here is so far beyond that. Kind of in the sense, just to give you an idea, like if you're doing math, you have arithmetic, your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then you're going to have pre-algebra, algebra, you're going to have geometry, trig, pre-calc, calc 1, 2, 3, diffie-q, finite, all of that. Dr. Joe's work as far as this is more like differential equations or getting a PhD and writing on a certain formula, like all the knowledge you would have to get to that. It's really just, and I'm an advanced meditator. I've been meditating over 15 years, twice a day, every day. I go to an advanced meditation retreat once a week, every year. I do silent retreats every year as well. I do 6-hour meditations every Saturday. I did 7 years in silence. And so that was my schedule. I did 1 week in a month. I would go out on my own to a retreat and meditate and chant for the weekend. I spent 7 years in silence. I had not one drop of alcohol. And I mean, not one drop. I know a lot of people, when they say they don't do something, they really do it. But I had not, I did 7 years in silence. And so I consider myself an advanced meditator. And that prepared me well for what we do with Dr. Joe. And so I just kind of compare it to that it's a component. It's really nice to know about the law of attraction when you get into this work, but it goes beyond, it goes far beyond. But I like having that feeling like, wow, this meditation is my everything. I mean, I have Meditation Rising. A lot of you know that's my site. I teach meditation. I don't teach the style that Dr. Joe does. That's Dr. Joe's thing. And that's something he talked about, that he's got people who go there and try to steal his work and try to teach it. And I'm like, I'm not there for that. I'm there to train me, because you want your teacher, I teach meditation, to have a deep knowledge of the skill. I know I did Bikram yoga. I was addicted. I went every day for a couple of years. And there were 3 instructors that were so good at what they did, and they had such a deep practice. Now, when they were training and coaching me, I wasn't doing what they were doing. But because their practice was so deep, they spent so much time in that Bikram studio, I got so much more benefit from their instruction, from their coaching, from their adjustments, because their practice was so deep. And so that's what's happening here. I am deepening my practice as a meditator, in addition to having meditated 15 years and all of the study I've done. This deepens it even further. And so I'm excited because I can share this with my students as I'm teaching them and coaching them and meditating and getting that daily practice, which is what a lot of people want to do, just quieting your minds and then learning to raise your vibration. But it's nice to be able to sit in the middle of a storm or in the middle of things that aren't going well and be able to quiet your mind, because you can spiral concern and worry out of control. And wouldn't it be nice to be able to in a second, stop thought. Because where's that going to get you? Oh no, this happened and this could happen. Stop that. Just stopping that thought. And so that's the first thing that I teach is how to stop thought. And then I teach to raise your vibration, replace that thought with something, and we go up from there. And then finally I teach to create. And so, wow, look at this lighting. It is really almost dark. It's sea turtle season. So they're telling us to make sure our blinds are closed at 9 p.m. so that the baby turtles know to walk to the ocean. I'm wondering as well, this is Marco Island, it's on the Gulf, but I wonder, I have seen actually signs on Miami Beach that it's sea turtle season. So I wanna, oh, we don't have lights on our balconies where I live. That's right. See, there are lights here outside. On where I live, there's no lights on the balconies. And I know why that is, because most of us leave our blinds open all the time. Like here, this is a resort. So a lot of people, like when it gets dark, they close their blinds. Where I live, we don't, we leave it open. Like we're not concerned with what other people are doing in their residences. So yeah, that is everything that I wanted to share with you. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I know that so many people are interested in Dr. Joe, but the food has been delicious. It has been so very healthy. There have been treats. I stayed on my Wild Fit Spring today. I decided, like, we had a break and I said, I'm going to snack on whatever they have. So I had a brownie. So that was my first really getting off of spring. But I allowed myself that. I said to myself, I'm allowed to eat outside of this season while I'm here, but I just had nothing. I didn't want anything. And today it was probably at about 4 p.m. And I bit into the brownie. It wasn't good. And I was like, oh, and I actually threw it away. I was like, if I'm going to eat something, it's going to at least be good. And then I found a double chocolate cookie, and that was actually good. So I did eat that. And yeah, so room service is here. I ordered plain chicken wings with the buffalo sauce on the side. I also ordered French fries and tortilla chips. So I don't know, I'll have a little of each, and then I have a plan to have pancakes tomorrow. I've just been wanting pancakes, so I plan to have pancakes tomorrow. And then once I get back home to Miami Beach, I'm going to do a 24-hour water fast, and then just kind of resetting. And then after the water fast, back to Wild Fit Spring. But this is really nice because I waited until the day was almost over to have something. Like, one thing I know about when I'm on vacation, I like to have the energy to stay up to do everything. And because I ate so clean the whole time, like I was bouncing in with energy when we were had to be there at 4 a.m. I was smiling and ready, and other people were like, oh wow. And I was like, but I think, well, part of it is because I get up every day already at 4 a.m. to meditate, but another part is how clean my diet has been. Like when you're eating those carbs, it makes you tired, especially if you're eating like cake and cookies or processed foods versus a carrot. Getting carbs from a carrot, it's just going to pull you down and drag you down. So I didn't do that. I had the cookie today, but the event was ending in 3 hours, so I was fine. And because my diet is so clean, my body, like, it didn't even make me tired. Plus, we're doing a lot of meditating, so that has an effect, but it didn't even make me tired. And then tomorrow, once I get back, probably by 1 p.m., I'll start a 24-hour water fast. And so like 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. And then so tomorrow evening, I'll have, if I don't continue the water fast, I'll just have a nice, maybe like some chicken wings and some celery. But that is everything. The lighting is crazy because it's dark out, but there's the ocean for you. These are cabanas, pools, there are restaurants, tiki bars. This is a beautiful resort. The staff is impeccable. This is what staff should be like. I've been to, I mean, this is a beautiful resort. And I've been to a lot of resorts. The staff here so far has been the best. They have been the best. Like, they have made this stay, every single staff member, they've just made this stay. So thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you would like to get more videos like this, Wonder and Yoga Cafe entertainment videos. Again, leave your questions in the comments. Remember to hit the like button if you like what you saw. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.